Hello guys and welcome back. In this video we are going to cover the image section in HTML. In the last video we have covered the link section. If you have not watched that video, then I will provide a link in the description. You can check out from there. So there can be many possible reasons why we want to add an image to our web page. It could be a logo, or we can say a chart, or a simple image that makes our web page look even better than just the bare bones of HTML. So how we can add an image to our web page? So simply we just have to use the img element, or you can say image element. This is an empty element, which means it does not have any closing tag like all the other, you can say, many elements have the opening and closing both the tags, but this does not have a closing tag. So here there are two compulsory attributes and one optional attribute inside of the image element. The two compulsory attributes are the source attribute and the alter attribute. The source attribute takes in the value of the address where the image actually resides, and if by certain circumstances, if the image is not available, then whatever is the value of the alter attribute is going to be displayed in the place of the image. Also, there is a third attribute, which is the optional one, so which is the title attribute. So whenever we are going to hover over our image, whatever the value inside the title image is being displayed in the form of a dialog box, or you can say as a tooltip. So uh, before going further, let us discuss about the different types of image formats. So basically we can say that we have seen many types of image formats like JPEG, PNG, GIF. So mainly we can say that there are two types of images mainly. The one is the bitmap image and the second one are the vector images. Under the bitmap images, all the file formats you can consider like JPEG, PNG or GIF, and under the vector images falls the SVG type images, or we can say scalable vector graphics. The advantage of using vector images over the bitmap images is that they does not depend on the dimensions of the image. Thus they are called the vector images. If we want to develop a vector image, then we can use the Adobe Illustrator and similar applications. uh, okay, so when we can use a .jpeg format and say .png or .gif format. So there is a convention, or you can say a good practice, that if our image consists of many different colors, then we can use a .jpeg format, and if our image consists of a flat color, we can say a simple color, not too many colors, or a larger area of our image consists of a simple color, then we can use .png or say .gif file format. So that being discussed, now let's move further. So here there are also two attributes for, say, customizing the size of an, or we can say dimensions of an image. So they are the height and width attribute. They are very common and very old school. Nowadays most of the modern web developer uses the CSS for customizing the image. So we are going to cover the customization of an image into a lot more detail when we discuss images in the CSS. So now let's talk about placing an image. So you can place an image, say, before a paragraph, inside of a paragraph, either in the starting or in the middle of a paragraph. So let us now understand it by writing some actual code. So let me open Sublime Text. Okay, so here I have already downloaded an image. Let me show you. So you can here see this is image.png, png. And you can see here I have first of all written a simple link, and in the second and third links I have used the height and width attribute. So let us just see how this works. Okay, just let me refresh it so you can see this is the actual dimension of YouTube. Okay, so you can see here this tooltip which says that this is the logo of YouTube. So okay, we have written here this is the logo of YouTube, and the second and the third we have just customized their dimensions. So you can see the second one is here and the third one is here. Okay, so more, and another old school method is aligning of the images, where you can align the images either horizontally or you can say vertically. So if we want to say align an image uh, horizontally, then we have two values inside the align attribute. So let us just discuss that. So inside of the image we are going to say image dot png or whatever our actual address is. Then in alter we can say alter text, and now here comes the align attribute. So we can either align an image horizontally or vertically. If suppose we want to align our image on the left side in horizontal alignment, so we can just simply say left, and let me just copy this. And if we want to align it on the right side, then we can say right. So let me just comment this out so we can see it very clear, and let me just refresh it. So you can see that here the image size is way too bigger, so we can't see any considerable change. So let me just set the width, say 100 pixels, and height to 100 pixels, and let me just copy paste this here. Okay, so you can see this is the left aligned image and this is the right aligned image. And also if we want to align our images vertically, then this align attribute takes three different values, which are, I can say, top, middle and bottom. So let us see each one of them. Okay, just let me copy this, and okay, 1, 2, and okay, so here we can say top, here we can say middle, and here we can say bottom. And let me just save it, and if we refresh you can see here this is somewhere top. Let me just comment out the earlier one so we can clearly see. Okay, so you can see here that where it went, the top aligned, the bottom aligned, this is the bottom aligned, this is the middle aligned, and what where it went. So I don't know why this top alignment is not working, but you can just check out on your own, it's very simple. Okay, so that's all for today's video. And one more thing which I want to discuss here is that in the modern HTML5 a figure element is also used along with the figure caption. We have not discussed here it because it is not used much. So if you want to just check it out, you can just simply Google it. Okay, so if you have any doubts, then you can ask in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and you can always ask your queries in the comment section. So till then, thank you.